This is a continuation of my non-relationship with my older brother. He's 5.5 years older. And I said we never had an email or phone exchange that ended well. There was an email exchange that did end in a way that I did not expect. It was through Facebook Messenger. So when I started talking about my story and I wrote my book, I ended up on news stations and doing interviews. And in one of the interviews, I talked about how when my brother was a teenager, a child, and my mother was doing drugs and he was also doing drugs, mostly things like black beauties and quaaludes and pot and hash. That's what was in my household as a kid growing up. My mother and my brother were stealing drugs from one another. And my mother was leveraging that against me and my brother in terms of our relationship. She knew where the drugs were going, but what she would do is use it as an opportunity to create division by telling him that I ratted him out and that she knew that he was stealing drugs because I told on him. When in reality, she would come to me and say, "Hey, did your brother like go into the ashtray on my nightstand? Did you see him doing anything?" That's where she kept her pills, in a crystal ashtray on the nightstand. I could have taken them for that matter. Fortunately, because I saw them as being out of control, I didn't end up doing drugs, but we had free access. The hash was in the freezer. I didn't really know what it was, but it was there. Anyway, her and my brother are stealing drugs back and forth from one another. And she's telling him that when in reality I would have never told on him. And when I was asked, I did the I don't know, kind of thing, which was pretty much my standard response. In this news interview, I was very clear in the book, in black and white, very clear they were stealing drugs from one another. I posted the interview on my own Facebook page, which shows you that my relatives are watching. I don't block them. I don't need to. I'm not unsafe. Anyway, they're watching. He writes on my Facebook page, "She's always been a liar. Does she ever tell the truth?" Something to that effect. So I reach out to him on Messenger. And I have my eldest daughter actually vet my message because I want to be calm and I want to be constructive and I'm emotional and I'm bothered by what he wrote, obviously. He writes me back. I asked him, "Where's the lie?" He goes, "I didn't do drugs with mummy." He calls her mummy or mother, like he's 9 years old. And I said, "Well, that's not what I said. So where's the lie?" And he's like, "Marnie, I never said that our upbringing was good. I never said our mother was good. And yeah, like she was effing this." And, he almost acknowledged the fact that she abused us, but also continued to call me a liar throughout the message. So would I be receptive to him now?